the place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously,
Yes.
dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tori? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tori, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tori? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, thank you for joining me this Tuesday, April 14, 2026. We got a lot to talk about. Today, so before we get into the conversation, I want to see who in the chat. Who we got in the chat? How you doing, Josh? Salute Josh in the chat. Happy 414 day. not really a city girl in the chat. I see you, girl. Kawanda in the chat. Sincere Runny Ray Real in the chat. Salute, King. Jeff is in the chat. How you doing, Jeff? Salute to everybody joining the show today in the chat. I'll say this. This is 414 Day, and it's a lot going on in the city. Barbara in the chat. I see you coming in the chat. There's a lot going on for 414 Day, Andrew. We was looking it up. Right now it's at City Hall, or they were gathering at City Hall, where they had an event there where I think I saw Visit Milwaukee there. Fred from the 414, you know those 414 hats? He makes those 414 hats. Too Much Metal, I think that's what his store is called. But I see people gathering down there at City Hall. They said they was giving out pretzels and breakfast burritos or something like that.
Yeah, I gave out free pretzels this morning at 11 a.m., Tori.
That's what's up. And so people are gathering for 414 Day. This is an iconic day right now because it's a celebration of the city. And there's also a day that they do celebrate the birthday. Milwaukee has a birthday, so they do that. And now in recent years, we've added the 414 Day. And salute to Eric Shake James. He dropped a shoe for 414 Day with Visit Milwaukee and Summerfest. And the shoe actually gets you a free ticket to Summerfest with the fob and other things that they say that may be programmed in as you keep the fob that's with the shoe that's programmed in. And I'll say this. I looked and we saw that there was a bowling event for 414 Day. So we signed up, me and Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
We going bowling this evening.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. And it was $4.14.
It's a steal.
Yeah, I mean, it's 414 Day. What are you planning on doing for 414 Day? We'll take a couple calls, 833-212-1017. If y'all got out there, y'all celebrating 414 Day, what you got on the agenda for 414 Day? I'm interested. Also, I saw that there may be some kind of restaurant deals. I wonder why there's not a list somewhere, or if there's a list. Okay, here's a list of Milwaukee 414 Day events and deals. So they have something where they got, I guess, what's the name of this website? Milwaukee Record. They have a list of different things to do on 414 Day. So they got the 414 flag drop at City Hall at 11 a.m. Then they have the 414 Day at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel, celebrating the city you love with a pregame party, food, drinks, drink specials, live entertainment, T-shirt giveaways, and more at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. It's starting at 1, right when the show starts. Right when the show starts, they doing this at Pato. Then they got the 414 Day party at Sherman Phoenix Marketplace at 2 p.m. All of this during the show. See what I'm saying, Andrew? We got it. This is why we throwing the information out there. This is probably what we could do for 414 Day. We could give out the information, but we can't participate because we on the air.
That's why we had to go bowling tonight.
That's why we got to go bowling tonight. Also, they got the 414 Day Harley Davidson Museum at 4 p.m. Harley Davidson got the doors open at 4 p.m. The Harley Davidson Museum, they got a thing going on there. Let me see. Immerse yourself in the Harley Davidson's storied heritage as you wander through the halls of the museum, marveling at the craftsmanship, innovation of Milwaukee's residents who shaped Harley Davidson's legacy. All right, I guess the Harley Davidson Museum has an event going on. Also, they have something at the 414 Day. They got something at the Domes, the Mitchell Domes, at 5 p.m. They said it's $4.14 admission all day from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Last admission at 7:30 p.m. So you can't get in past 7:30. But right now, you can take the family up there for 414 Day from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Well, they saying the latest you could come in is 7:30 p.m. Also, I see, let me see, is there any food? Anything? Is there anything to eat? What do they got to eat, Andrew?
So they have Blue Bat Kitchen, $4.14 house margaritas today.
What? Is that
pretty
something
good.
to eat or something to drink?
Hey, I just caught my
Is
attention
there a
pretty quick.
burger? There's something, something like a, something that we can eat like in the evening? Because all this partying, you got to stop and eat.
Smoke Shack, $4.14 jalapeno cheddar brat and $4.14 Milwaukee beers.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. They saying that there's other deals going on with T-Mobile got a deal in here, but if y'all want to figure that out, y'all can talk to T-Mobile. T-Mobile, you can't get a free promotion right here. We just doing events out in the community. But salute to T-Mobile. I guess go on their site and see what they got for you for 414 Day. They say Urban Milwaukee membership is $4.14 per month for the first year.
Again, pretty good deal.
It's some with the Performing Arts Center. 25 to 30% discount on select shows with 414 promo code. 414 Day promo code. Well,
Not bad. Like I said,
it's not bad. This is not bad. I was looking for more like a meal.
Yeah, I bet.
I guess the Wendy's 4 for $4. I guess. I guess, but that wouldn't be 414 Day. I guess you got if you want to get a 4 for $4 from Wendy's, that might be a 414 thing.
4 burgers, 4 chicken nuggets, 1 soda.
That's something. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, there was a tornado warning last night, or they actually had the alarm go off. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Did you hear the tornado siren last night? We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
And that's Tory Lowe bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Truth Nation, it's that time of year again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we'll be cleaning up the city of Milwaukee. You can also safely get rid of hazardous household items thanks to MMST. Drop off your items from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. We're talking things like all antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, and pesticides. Sign up now at ToryLoweCleanup.com. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhafels, Cousin Sub, and Waste Management.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on April 28th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in April 28th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Hey.
Ghetto, John Brown. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had the gift. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Ghetto, John Brown. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had the gift. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over.
101.
Tory Lowe.
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. There was a tornado siren that went off last night. A lot of people saying that they had to go in the basement. They thought that they had to go in the basement last night. If you heard the tornado siren, what did you do? If you want to chime in, 833-212-1017. I want to know what y'all did, because I heard the siren, but I wasn't panicking, because Milwaukee, my whole life, has never had a tornado. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, the chances of the tornado actually hitting the city of Milwaukee got to be, what, 8%? I mean, I don't know. What is the chances?
There have only been there's only been 18 confirmed tornadoes since 1680 tornadoes in Milwaukee
that have actually hit Milwaukee.
Yeah, last one was in 03.
03? 2003?
Yeah, that's the last one that was close enough to be considered in the city of Milwaukee.
On the outskirts.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, when I was little, and my grandma came up from Mississippi, because they had a lot of tornadoes out there. But when she came to Milwaukee, she would hear the tornado warning, and it would spook her, because I actually have relatives down south that got caught up in tornadoes. So that would always bother her. My grandmother would always get the radio. She would always have a radio, some batteries, and a flashlight. And she would always have us sit on the stairs leading into the basement. And we would listen to the radio. She would have a radio where she could hear what was going on, because in her life, when she grew up, tornadoes were huge, catastrophic things that took place, that happened out there where she came up, down there, I think in Yazoo, Bearzona, and Jackson, out there, when they were sharecroppers in Mississippi. So my grandmother would always tell me to get up and go in the basement. And so I would get up and go in the basement, and she would just be praying. And so, that's how, when we heard the alarms, the tornado alarms, when I was growing up, that's what we did. But as time went by, as I got older and I started, hearing the alarms and things like that, either I thought they was testing, the alarms to see if they work, or I thought, okay, maybe there's a possibility that a tornado may hit the city of Milwaukee. So I never felt that a tornado was going to actually hit the city. But it could. It's a chance. Hey, did y'all hear the alarm? I'm willing to take a call right now. How did y'all handle hearing the alarm for the tornado? And the weather now is hot. It was hot. It was like 80 degrees in the studio yesterday. I was down to my T-shirt yesterday in the studio. But now the weather is starting to move into the summer season. Do we trust it? Are we fully in a space where the good weather is going to just be, we're going to have consistent 70, 80-degree weather? I don't think so. I don't think we trust the weather fully right here in the city of Milwaukee. I always said that whoever controlling the weather in Milwaukee, they may have to get fired. We may have to fire the person that's pushing the weather button. But if you heard the alarm last night, let me know what y'all did. Did y'all go in the basement? 833-212-1017. Did y'all wake everybody up? I know some people that woke. They said they woke the kids up, just in case. They had to go in the basement last night. We got Brother Blake on the lines. How you doing, Blake?
I'm on soft work. What's up, Brother Terry?
Hey, look, did you hear the alarm, the tornado alarm last night?
Woke up to it because I get off work, I eat dinner, I relax, I ride my bike, go shoot some baskets, and then I lay down. But yesterday I didn't make it to the park. I went on my cousin's house. We was chipping some balls in the basement from golfing because we going to a bigger course this weekend. So dude was like, if the weather is bad, we ain't gonna go. We'll see what happens tonight because it's gonna be too wet. Mm-hmm. Man, I woke up. I closed all my windows. A dude on the news talking about, go to the basement. I'm 54 years old. If the house ain't falling apart, there ain't no water leaking.
Who was on the news saying go in the basement?
Channel 6 dude. Man, his wife was calling him while he was on the air like,
oh, wow.
Are you okay? Are you okay? He was like,
what?
This is my wife. Hold on. Like, she was texting him on the air, dude.
Oh, wow.
At like 2:30, 2:45, he's like, that's my wife and kids. Just a minute. Wait a minute. Sorry.
I wonder, can we get some of that footage?
I promise you, man. Dude, and he's like, Rob will not. Yep. Rob will not be coming in because it's bad. Yep. But he's like, man, my wife is called. I have them in the basement. And if you live anywhere in the outskirts, make sure, dude. I work out in Waukesha and Brookfield and New Berlin. It's trees from 60th and Blue Mound down. I'm talking about pine, like 70 feet tall trees down.
Oh, wow.
And then some of the lights I just went past Sunny Slope Road and Greenfield. The lights are still out, so traffic's gonna get heavy. The Brewers game is tonight. A lot of lights and are still out here because my lights went out 3 times, but they came back in. Mm-hmm. I stay around by Washington High School.
Okay.
So I'm good. But I found out there was a leak in my roof.
Oh, wow.
So the rain hard.
So now you may have to get the roof done.
Man, that's on the landlord. I'm finna buy me some land, so whatever she gonna do. But all I know is, man, it didn't scare me like that thunder that woke me up, like when that thunderstorm. But I woke up to the side, I was like, I know they're not practicing. So I got up, I looked outside, I shut the windows, but the wind was getting down, man. I was like, whoa.
So did you think it was actually a tornado gonna hit? Did you feel like, man, this could be the big one?
I watched it, yeah. Yeah, no. Because we see the big one coming. The big one coming is going to be purple.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
And everybody,
because I remember we used to see the sky get real dark and thunderstormy and the wind and the hail.
It wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like that. But in somebody's neighborhood, they showed somebody's neighborhood like 3.5, almost a foot of hail. They was driving down there. It was like a whole bunch of balls out the ice machine.
Oh, yeah, especially when they get them golf ball size hail. Like that tear up the car, everything.
Everything. So I just covered my car with my cover and just, and if everything, I got a tree in the back by my house, so I don't know what. Like, it was a couple of limbs down, but it's bad in the outskirts, man.
Okay. Well, thank you for filling us in on that, because what I'm saying is when that was kind of late at night.
Yeah. Watch Channel 36. The Channel 36.2 and Channel 6 is always on like immediate when something come on. It's breaking news. They jump on it real quick because they always repeat the news after 2:00. But when it's like this and they got to
go live with the weather person. The weather person go live.
It was going down. I had the windows up. I was looking like a little kid on the couch, like, ooh, the wind was blowing out hard. It was a couple dudes I guess somebody had hugged a chick at the store, and him and his girl got into it before it started raining. She was hitting him in the back of the head, running down the street in the rain. It was funny, man. Yeah, it was hilarious, dude. I say, like, right off of 35th and Center, dude. It's funny over there, man. Besides the bullet hole, like I go in the house and lift the windows up and listen to the city. And you just hear guns and sirens. I'm like, okay.
Wait a minute. They said that it was down 8%. Crime.
Man. They let it go, Jude, because I'm telling you, like, the chase, the shooting that happened, they came down my block. Like, off of 37th and White, dude, they came through there chasing dude, and he took it to the bridge. My brother called me from the hotel, like, boy, it's going down. They got it on TV. They shooting everywhere. Oh, wow. I was like, it was crazy yesterday, dude.
Wow.
Y'all be safe, man.
Hey, thank you, Brother Blake. Hey, that was a lot going on yesterday. tornado warning. There was a situation where police-involved shooting was going on. They said they was pursuing a murder suspect. We got that story and we got that story up for y'all today too as well. But once again, make sure that y'all do what y'all need to do. When the weather's going to be changing, it was extremely nice weather. Then the cold front comes in, and we know that can, with those two things going on, that could create a tornado. I just didn't think it was going to be a real actual tornado hit, but it was going down last night with the weather. Also, when I tell y'all, I didn't think a big tornado was coming, but I didn't go back to sleep. Andrew, I had to keep one eye open because you can never tell. But look, when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
An epic Brewers Pirates series is coming April 24th through the 26th. Kick it off with Star Wars Night on Friday the 24th. And check out a post-game laser show presented by ESPN Milwaukee. Then on Saturday the 25th, get a Brewers Windbreaker giveaway courtesy of Quartz. Wrap up the series with Family Sunday fun and kids cheer free. Plus, the first 5,000 kids take home an Abner Uribe poster. Grab a seat at Brewers.com.
Walk in for a suit, walk out with two. It's buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Suits, blazers, hats, jeans, and more. Everything you need from a hands-on team that styles you from head to toe. Find a suit, add shoes for half the price. Land the perfect two-piece set? Now add a vest for 50% less. Prom, weddings, galas, whatever's on your calendar, now's the time to stop in to Nick Avani's. Second floor at Mayfair Mall across from AMC. Buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem, but the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
This True Sports Update is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Brewers return from a day off, starting a 3-game series tonight against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Crew look to snap a 5-game losing streak, but injuries continue to pile up. Manager Pat Murphy this morning on 620 discussing All-Star Christian Yelich's injury.
Got an adductor strain, which is kind of at the attachment point above the hamstring. That's going to put him on the IL. And we're going to make sure that that doesn't become chronic, and we get after it. So we expect him to be out for a while.
Milwaukee's ace Jacob Mizorowski starts tonight for Milwaukee. A 6:40 first pitch at American Family Field. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. And the NBA playoffs begin tonight with the play-in games. The Miami Heat take on the Charlotte Hornets in the 9 versus 10 place game. And later, the Portland Trailblazers take on the Phoenix Suns to fight for 7th and 8th place in the West. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Heard them bots talking, but they sounding real slow. We bout that action. Locked in and ready to go.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got the Pop Culture Report brought to you by your boy Tory Lowe and Andrew. It's 414 Day. I got a text, Andrew, that said that they got events going on at Garfield 503 Social Eatery, the City Social Eatery, Cream City, Summer 85, Brownstone have a 414 food and drink deal today. A bunch of others on social media, and they go on to say that they're making their rounds for 414 Day.
Well, it sounds like somebody needs to pick some food up for you. That's
right.
what I'm hearing.
I mean, hey, that's always a good thing because we doing our job trying to get everybody informed on all the different activities that's going on that we can't go to while we on the show. But you can definitely bring some food.
Yeah, you got all these 414 food deals, but I don't have any 414 food in my hands.
Right.
So what's the deal?
That's not a good deal.
Yeah, no, make some moves. Bring me some pretzels. Let's do it.
That's why we going to the bowling thing after, this evening.
I'm excited. We already got 2 people calling in being like, where was that? Let's
yeah, like it was the deal was you got to reserve it. You had to reserve it for $4.14.
Yeah, they want to make sure they have a head count.
Right. Make sure they have a real head count. So you got to go online. What was the name of that place, The
New Fashioned.
The New Fashion over there by the Deer District.
Yeah.
So you got to reserve. You got to go and get in your computer and kind of reserve the space.
Yeah, tap away at the keys. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
But is there anything else for $4.14 to eat, though? Because after all of that bowling, we're going to be hungry.
Yeah, they'll have something for us there.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be $4.14, but they'll have something for us there.
We're going to try to figure that out.
You got to eat beforehand, right?
Yeah, you do. But, like I said, I'm just trying to find out if it's 414 Day, where to eat beforehand or after, either way. It's got to be a deal somewhere, a good deal. If y'all know where that's at, let me know. Yeah, let us know.
Bring that food to the studio.
But what's going on in these pop culture streets, Andrew?
Well, there was a back and forth between T.I. and 50 Cent, Tory, a couple weeks ago. We've talked about it here on the Pop Culture Report, and there's new fire to that story because King Harris, a rapper and the son of the Atlanta rapper T.I., he faces multiple charges after he was pulled over and arrested during a traffic stop. We have that audio for you right here.
Oh, so you're saying that T.I.'s son got pulled over at a traffic stop?
Yeah, and it's...
When he had drinking, was he drinking? Was it drugs? What was it?
We got the story for you, but the real story is what he's wearing.
Let's listen.
Gotta catch 'em all. But this time, it was police catching the Pikachu. Rapper King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, arrested early Sunday morning in Gwinnett County following a traffic stop. Gwinnett County jail records showing the 21-year-old is charged with speeding, obstruction of a police officer, and drug possession. Harris's choice of clothing, a Pikachu onesie, drawing significant attention. He documented the traffic stop on Instagram with the selfie. According to TMZ, officers say Harris was driving 60 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, and when they pulled him over, they say, they spotted a firearm. Harris reportedly refused to get out of the car. Police say they then found a THC vape pen on him. On Instagram, Harris posted video in the outfit comparing police to Team Rocket, writing in part that he was living a good Pikachu life in Tokyo and then came back to ATL, and Team Rocket Caught me with a master ball and threw me in jail all night. This is not the first.
Big Pikachu guy? Big Pokemon guy,
I mean,
Tori?
the kids love Pokemon. But what I'm saying is, he got arrested in his mugshot. He had the Pikachu outfit on.
Yeah, not a great look for our guy, King Harris. Not good at all. In fact, I would argue this gives 50 Cent even more more fans of the fire of this beef. Now, the funny thing is, if you remember, King Harris was the one that was kind of going back and forth with 50 Cent on Instagram.
Right.
He had some things to say about 50.
He talked about his mom, yeah.
Yeah, has things to say about his mom.
But 50 Cent talked about his mom.
Yeah, but one of those two is alive, Tori.
Hey, once you open up the door, it's nowadays, once you open up that door, it ain't no coming back. Once you start talking about people's family, you can't tell me what to say about your family. This is why I don't believe that you should bring people's personal life into things that you got a problem with. Because once you open that door open, it's no grounds at that. It ain't no rules after that.
Leave the moms out of it, right? But I do think that the Pikachu onesie will be brought up in the next rap beef. I feel like
Look, let me tell you something. He said he's out there doing a video in a go-kart.
In Tokyo, yeah.
Yes, as somebody in the chat says, I guess he caught them all. I guess he caught all the charges.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, I'm okay with a couple puns here and there, but there was a lot of Pokemon puns in that Instagram post. Like, arguably too many puns for that. Because doing 16 to 45, it's reckless driving, Tori.
Right, but what I'm saying is he high? Is he going to? They say he had a gun in the car. Was it illegal?
They didn't say it was illegal.
What are all the charges here? What is going on here? Like, is this over sensationalized because it's T.I.'s son? That's all I'm saying, because it sounded like he was making fun of the whole thing.
Well, they took him in for the speeding and the fact that he didn't want to get out of the car. That's the reason that he got taken in. That's why there's a mugshot in the first place. Because if he would have just gotten out of the car, I guarantee you that none of this happened.
So nothing real bad is going to come out of this. Because, usually when they catch rappers in the car with guns, they say they was drinking, they say it was, possible drugs in the car, you get serious charges. But it sounds like, this may be not something that's going to be escalated to the point where it's actually that serious.
He got booked at 2:30 a.m., so it gives you an idea. It's probably not that serious.
It's just because he's T.I.'s son.
It's T.I.'s son, the fact he's wearing a Pokemon hoodie, Tori. If nobody's wearing that onesie, I guarantee you nobody cares about this. It's just something, this happened Sunday night, we move on from it. The Pokemon onesie is the thing that has caught everybody's attention, right? This probably doesn't even make the news if it's,
right,
a guy wearing a normal thing, a hoodie and some jeans,
Pikachu got arrested.
Not a great look. All right.
What else we got? What else we got going on?
Let's talk about another celebrity, Tori. Britney Spears. We love Britney Spears, but whoops, she did it again. She's back in rehab. This time,
for another round of rehab.
Substance abuse. She's going in. She went on her own, reportedly checked in just a few days ago, according to TMZ. But this is, I think, the third or fourth time. They're reporting it's the fourth time. I thought it was the third time.
Well,
the fourth time she's been.
This is what's sad about a lot of these Mickey Mouse Club kids that come up through the Mickey Mouse Club. They have tragic adulthoods, like from the back. I guess from the abuse that they faced as a child. We see the marketing side of a lot of this, but now that we're seeing them all adults and grown, it's a lot of mental health going on. Look at what's going on with Justin Bieber. Look at what's going on with Britney Spears. Look what's going on with a lot of these childhood actors that are coming out saying that it wasn't all what it was cracked up to be.
You can make the case that Bieber got off lucky. Like Bieber.
Or did he?
Well, I mean, look, he got famous at 13 years old?
Okay, you missed that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got off lucky, all things considered, because he got famous at 13. He's, almost 30 now. He's been in the public spotlight for the better part of 20 years. And, I mean, the dude is relatively normal. Headline Coachella.
No, he's not relatively normal.
Compared to these guys?
I don't know. Well, he has issues. I mean, it was some videos of him in some weird situations. I don't even want to talk about it. But what I'm saying is, it seems like they got issues, psychological issues, from the fame or from what we perceived as fame. And somebody in the chat says, look at Orlando Brown.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
Okay. Like it's you can the list goes on and on. Britney Spears, all of them, they all have severe mental health issues. And these are people that were once on top of the world or in the mainstream, and now we're looking at the last part of their life. And I think Britney Spears had a conservatory or something like that, where she just got out of one. They was fighting to keep her in it, but now we see why she had one in the first place.
Hindsight 2020. My point being, though, is that, okay, I think that, yes, there's physical abuse, there is drug abuse with all of these celebrities, but there's also something, like you said, a lot really, really soon in your life. You know, you think about when you were 12 and 13, if you were going on world tours then, could you imagine what that would do to your mental health and like your well-being?
No, it's something extra crazy going on. Some adults, it's some things going on. Because if I was a kid and I was just on tour having fun, going around and acting, it got to be some type of tampering with the...
But is it fun to do that?
I'm just saying, somebody is doing something more sinister to these kids. Either they're being behind the scenes, some Epstein stuff going on. Like, it's got to be something extra, because ain't no way I'm extremely tore off because I was a famous kid.
I think you're right. Yeah. There is some crazy Epstein Island stuff happening, but also just the stress, man. Like, we have celebrities now that are full-blown adults that go on media tours that break and have mental breakdowns, and they're in their 40s and 50s. So imagine when you're 13 and you're like headlining the tour. You're the guy that people are coming to see. Like, the tour rides on a 12-year-old, and that's difficult, man.
Well, I'll say this. I think that they was talking about, what was that? The girl the little girl that was always dancing and singing. The little white girl.
Shirley Temple?
Shirley Temple. That's a terrible story. Horrible story about Shirley Temple when you find out the truth. Like it's a lot of sinister things. Hollywood now, a lot of people are pulling the covers back on Hollywood so it doesn't continue to happen. You know, you got the casting couch, you got a lot of these young kids that were put in situations that they don't even talk about. Like, you don't find out until they write their book. You know, till they put the book out. And even Keke Palmer was saying that dealing with people as a young girl at 30 she didn't think it was a bad thing. Like, she's just now coming to like, oh wow, that was terrible. So, like I said, Hollywood has a culture that they don't market to us. They only market the, you know, whatever show they trying to give out, or whatever music they trying to put out, but they don't tell you once they get off that stage and actually go into a real space, it's a lot of sick things going on with these kids.
But we were talking before the show, and I'll say it here too, like, if you gave somebody, hey, this is what it is, it's all this weird stuff, I have a feeling a lot of people would still sign up for it, Tori.
Yeah, you said if you gave somebody a choice, would they take the fame with everything that come with it, or would they say no?
Take 15 years off the back end of your life, but you become Justin Bieber, Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus, Orlando Bloom. I guarantee you a lot of people would be like, yeah, let's sign up for that.
I wouldn't doubt it. But at the end of the day, the people that have a little knowledge and a little self-dignity and self-worth, what profit a person to gain the world and lose their soul? Depends on what side of the fence you're on. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The revolution starts in our mind, right? You know when Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution won't be televised? Like he didn't mean that you won't be able to watch it on TV. He means the revolution starts in your mind. You nincompoop. Y'all been running around saying that for 60 years. The revolution won't be televised and didn't even know what the hell it meant. It starts with us.
Let him cook. Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, When rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime. Because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Say his name. Tory Lowe! Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Ever get Tory Lowe? He gon' ride when it's time.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Tory Lowe and Andrew in studio. There's a lot going on in the pop culture world. I guess Young Thug is making his performance debut for the summer or for the spring.
Yeah, so, hey, he's out. He's out of jail. He's ready to perform. He headlined Coachella over the weekend. And on Sunday night, he rocked rainbow hair. Rocked rainbow locks.
Like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. And Tekashi 6ix9ine was the first one to jump on the internet and say, "You're not me. You're not me, gang," he said. Burrow thought he was tough. Put on his Instagram story. Now,
here we go.
Of course, this goes back and forth.
Is he symbolizing that he's a rat?
I don't know what he's symbolizing,
because
man.
Everybody calls Tekashi 6ix9ine a rat. So if he's wearing the rainbow hair, he's trying to mimic Tekashi because they're saying that he's now the face of Ratlanta. Like all these gangsters that's telling or in court pointing people out that was so hardcore about not snitching. Well, now everybody telling. So what's going on here?
This goes all the way back to an interview that Tekashi 6ix9ine did last year with Vlad TV, Tory, where he was saying that Young Thug stole a lot of his flow, stole a lot of the sound that Tekashi was already doing. So he's almost saying like, hey, Young Thug's been trying to chase me this entire time. He's kind of been doing this whole thing. He then went on the internet. Tekashi 6ix9ine did, the master of trolls. I'd say he's probably number 2 behind 50 Cent when it comes to trolling people on the internet. Went online wearing a dress and a hat.
He always wanted to wear a dress.
And trying to look a little bit like Young Thug. And then had some words to say. You know, again, we can't say the whole thing, but the caption read, "Coachella, I'm on the way." So again, kind of just poking a little bit more.
Well, I'll say this. I don't think nobody takes gangster rap seriously no more. Like, I think that they understand that this is not really a real thing anymore. At first, I think people really thought that this was kind of like a lifestyle, people spinning the block doing all of this. Now it's a trap. Now people are realizing it's just a marketing strategy. It's what they call you to trick you out your freedom. You know, rap now is like a trap to trick you out your freedom. Got rapping about all this stuff, and then soon as something happened to the people that's pushing that message, they do the opposite of what they rapping about. So don't let these rappers trick you out your spot in life. Like, don't let these rappers trick you out your freedom. And that's what people are coming to the realization. They've been tricked out of their freedom listening to a lot of these artists who, when the pressure came, they told.
I think the other thing, too, is for Tekashi 6ix9ine, this gets him back in the headlines. Like, I don't think I can't remember the last time I thought about him. I didn't look for his music. It doesn't show up on my Spotify at all. So, and Young Thug is somebody who I do listen to. I will find a Young Thug song. I will listen to the projects that he puts out. So this kind of feels more of like Tekashi just trying to get himself back in the headlines.
You know, every time a rapper that's supposed to be gangster tells, Tekashi makes waves.
Yeah.
They keeping him alive because of their actions. He's saying that they treated him a certain way for telling on people who did things with his baby mama, you know. And now you got Gucci, you got Young Thug, you got a number of artists out here that are kind of giving information where they ain't supposed to, according to their code, ain't supposed to be telling. So they're keeping him alive because all he do is come on his page and talk about this.
He does. He called out guys like Lil Baby, Future, and 21 Savage. Yeah, you know, you're right. He is the face of snitching, and it's not looking good from here on out. Now, speaking of tours, from Coachella to a tour that we wish was coming to Milwaukee. It's the Raymond and Brown Tour. It's Usher and Chris Brown tour, and they're going everywhere around us. They're hitting the Twin Cities. They're hitting Chicago. They're not coming to Milwaukee.
Well, I posted this on my Facebook page that Milwaukee is not on a tour date. There's a lot of people saying that we don't have the capacity or the venue to fit like this kind of tour. They need a stadium. They said this is a stadium tour.
It very much is. If you go down some of the places that these artists are going to be at, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, NFL Stadium. Ford Field in Detroit, NFL Stadium. The MetLife Stadium, NFL Stadium in New Jersey. Boston, it's going to be in Gillette Stadium in Foxborough where the Pats play. Vegas, their NFL Stadium. Dallas, their NFL Stadium. So it's like you need to have like an NFL
I can already
venue.
see that they trying to work this out where Chris Brown will be doing the Super Bowl this year.
Think that's the angle here?
Yeah, I can see it coming. I'm calling it right now.
Call your shot.
I'm calling it right now. Chris Brown will most likely, if they pull off a successful tour like this in all the stadiums, Usher already did the Super Bowl. That don't mean he can't come out there with Chris Brown. But what I'm saying is, this is a setup for Chris Brown to do the Super Bowl.
Well, the NFL is smart enough to see that, obviously.
If he's filling out stadiums.
Do you think they'll do that?
Yes, because at the end of the day, it's about filling the seats, entertainment performances.
But, Tori, those seats are full no matter what.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if he's able to go on a tour this big, and you want to get the biggest artist at the time, this tour right here will make, well, Usher's already done the Super Bowl, so I'm going to leave Usher off this conversation for a second. If Chris Brown and Usher does this and they sell out all the stadiums and they become some of the biggest grossing performing artists of this year, why wouldn't they try to get them in the Super Bowl?
Because I don't think they need the Super Bowl anymore. I don't think the Super Bowl needs the halftime performance because you used to have it.
But what I'm saying is, if Rock Nation, Jay-Z, he said he wanted the biggest artist at the time,
and
that was his excuse. That was it. Chris Brown is one of the biggest artists right now.
It's not going to be Chris Brown. When they do this,
who's bigger than Chris Brown?
At what?
With entertainment. Who's bigger than Chris Brown, Andrew?
In this world?
Don't ask me a question. I'm asking you the question.
I'm just saying, I don't think
Who's
that there's
bigger
a world.
than Chris Brown when it comes to entertainment?
I'm just telling you, I don't think there's a world where Chris Brown does a Super Bowl. For all of the baggage that he had. No, I'm not saying he shouldn't.
So you going to hold his past against him?
I think the NFL will. I think the NFL 100% will.
We going to see. I said what I had to say.
No,
because I understand, the suits. The suits always worrying about image, marketing, things like that. But if he could go around and pull off, how many stadiums on this tour?
It's like 13, 14.
When they're in Chicago, are they at Soldier Field?
They're at Soldier Field.
Okay, so he's going around to these NFL stadiums. They letting him perform. All I'm saying is he may get the Super Bowl this year.
Okay, so you pick Chris Brown right now. You're calling your shot in April. He's going to be the Super Bowl performance in February of 2027.
I say they may consider having Chris Brown do the Super Bowl.
Consider, or is he going to do it?
Well, I think he's going to do it.
Okay.
I think he's going to do it. But if he could pull this off with Usher, and this is all about the women right here. Hold on, let me tell you something. Hey, look, if you going to be at the Usher and Chris Brown tour, it's I bet you it's 80% or more females. Women rule the world. I'm trying to tell you. And that's why they got everybody wearing them pink shoes and stuff like that, because cancer, breast cancer, all of that. I'm telling you, if they pack out 80% women at each venue, they're not even upset with him.
Okay, right now.
I'm just saying.
Right now, the 5 highest betted odds to be in the Super Bowl halftime performance, it's Miley Cyrus, Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Dua Lipa, Post Malone. Those are your 5.
Post Malone.
Those are
He's still making songs?
I'm just telling you, those are the 5 that people are betting on right now.
Miley Cyrus, she's still making anything that's even hidden right now?
I'm just passing.
When was the last time these people got on top of the charts? I'm just saying. All right, we gonna see. Well, we gonna throw it out there. I think that Chris Brown might, if he could do a great job of selling out this tour, why not? I think he's gonna be able to do the Super Bowl, and I don't think the women are gonna have a problem with that, because these are the ones buying the tickets. I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking about okay, well, hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. We got guests. Stay locked in.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Until people come before profit. Until all energy is clean. Until the wild is truly free. Earth justice will never rest. Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. Until justice stands for all, Earth Justice will never rest. If you share our restless spirit and want to commit to fighting for a just and equitable future for everyone, go to earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Low Show. And we got a guest. Hey, we got Derek Harris in studio. And we talking Summerfest. We talking jobs. We talking the teens. Hey, look, ain't no need to be out here without a job because we got the job takeover.
Yeah.
Right here on the air, right here on the Tory Low Show. We taking over, asking the teens to come down and work at Summerfest. That's powerful. How you doing, Derek?
I'm doing good. I'm good. Definitely job takeover. We hiring. We're looking for a lot of candidates. We hire about 2,000 seasonal workers a year. So it's that time of year. If you're 16 plus, we have a job for you. Security, operations, admissions, facilities, ground operations. And the great thing about Summerfest, you can work from May till October, and the schedules are flexible.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. This is the third year that we brought this on the show. And I'm going to tell you, all the young people that get involved with this, they have told me, hey, this has been just a great experience. They have a great experience down there on the grounds.
Yeah, the great thing is a ton of them are returning every year. So
right.
we get them through high school. They go to college, come back for the summer, work with us through college, and fill that part-time role when they're home on break. So it's great to see that they come back every year. And every year we add more people to the team. So that's what we're trying to do this year.
Now it's a job fair.
Yes, this
going
Saturday.
On this Saturday. Hey,
this Saturday on the Summerfest ground. It's actually one of our buildings, 114 North Jackson. We're having a job fair. You don't have to fill out an application in advance. Just show up. We'll walk you through the application process, get you interviewed, and we're hiring on the spot.
So this is on Summerfest grounds.
Yes.
What time does it start for the kids to be brought into Summerfest ground?
We're kicking off at 10 a.m.
Okay.
So get down there early to beat the lines, and then we'll get you interviewed. We'll get your application done and get you through the process so we can get you on the Summerfest team this year.
Well, this is why I like the fact that these kids can get something to do this summer, because many times a lot of people say, where are the jobs? How can we get the teens involved? Well, what better way than getting them involved in what's going on at Summerfest right now? And multiple things that they can do as well. Like, it's just not grounds, it's security, it's other things that they could be doing to be productive.
Yeah.
Many times when we talk about the youth.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different opportunities, from admissions to operations to being an usher in our big amphitheater or any of our ground stages. It's so many opportunities to start at 16 to get that job and get that experience. And then as you get 18, we move you into security. So, and plus not just my department, but other departments where you can do ticket takers, food and beverage stuff. So it's a lot of opportunities.
I'll say this. how important is it for young people to have a job? Many times families, hey, look, money is getting tight, economy is going up, gas prices going up. It's always good to have your growing teen to have the responsibility and show them, hey, what it means to have income. This is a great opportunity, and it's a social ideal as well. You're going to see everybody all over the state of Wisconsin coming through Summerfest.
Yes. I think there's no greater power than your ability to create for yourself, right? To have your own money, contribute to your family, contribute to yourself, and make it a little bit easier on yourself and everybody else that's involved. Especially, gas prices are high. Everything is a little bit cost a little bit more than it did before. So getting a nice paying job at a great place on the Great Lake, you can't really beat it. Your office is the lakefront.
What is the website that people can go to get more information?
Yeah, it's jobs.summerfest.com. That's jobs, jobs.summerfest.com. You'll see all the applications that are available. And anybody interested, please come join our security team, because I'm the security director, so I'm going to plug security a little harder than I do all the other ones. So, yes, come join our blue and red team. We appreciate
That's
you.
That's powerful. Look, let me tell you this. I am so excited when you come through, because we talk about what are the things that for the kids to do, and they say, we don't have a lot for the kids to do. But those kids and those parents that are aware and that can get in a wave where they can find out all of the things and all of the resources that the city have, especially with Summerfest, that their child can actually not be sitting around bored all summer, looking on TikTok, looking for flyers that may have them out there doing the things that they ain't supposed to do. This is where the parents can take the initiative to say, hey, I want my kid involved in these positive things that's going on, and what better than having them get a job for the summer?
Yeah, it's a very, very powerful thing, and I think they'll see the networking opportunity, because most of the supervisors or the veterans at Summerfest are teachers, other people from the community. So as you meet one, this open doors are opening to other opportunities past Summerfest. So it's good to mix with have such a diverse work group that I think the benefits for especially someone young. But these jobs are not just for young people. So if you're at home and you want to, and you're older, all ages, come down. We have a spot for you.
Hey, look, all ages are welcome.
Yes.
Let me get that out the way, but the teens are more than welcome.
The teens are more than welcome. I definitely want the teens to come down and get a job and have something positive to do this summer, get some positive cash flow in their pocket, and enjoy themselves.
What's the red and blue team?
So the red is all security. So you see the Summerfest security.
Because I see the different shirts.
Yeah, the security that walks around the grounds. And then our 16 to and 17-year-olds, they're our blue team. So they mostly do all the ushers or event support and supportive security. So they're in the amphitheater for the big shows. They're the ones showing you to your seats. There are certain access points getting you to where you need to go.
Look, Truth Nation, it's time to get active. We got a call to action. We got jobs down at Summerfest. We need y'all to participate. Summerfest jobs.
Jobs.summerfest.com.
Summerfestjobs.summerfest.com.
No, just jobs.summerfest.com.
Okay, jobs.summerfest.com.
Yes.
So this is simple. Get your kids involved. And like I said, Summerfest has its perks.
Oh, yeah.
Working at Summerfest, it's good on a resume.
Great on the resume. It's a great place to work. You got a great location. During Summerfest, you get free transportation. We have free parking for our employees. You get some meal assistance during your shift. So it's a lot of perks to it.
Look, that's the best job to have. Working at Summerfest, all the entertainers coming through, all of the community, a lot of positivity, things like that. Many times when we talk about Summerfest, that's the biggest, live show entertainment in the United States, on the planet.
Yeah, there's no bigger show put on anywhere than what you're going to see during Summerfest, those 9 days. this year. Plus, with the extended days we have with the concerts before Summerfest and after, there's plenty of employment and plenty of work to keep you occupied.
Well, once again, give the job fair that's supposed to be happening this Saturday.
Yeah, so this
for the
Saturday,
parents that's listening.
Yeah, so this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we're having an open job fair. So anyone interested, 16 and older, come down to 114 North Jackson Street. It's right next to the Summerfest grounds. We're having open interviews, open hiring, and we'll be hiring on the spot that day.
And I'm looking in the chat. LaRon says, working the usher jobs in the amphitheater or security are amazing opportunities.
Well, I mean, what other job as an usher?
Right.
I mean, security, usually we're facing away from the crowd, but the ushers, they're facing the crowd. So they're seeing the show plus doing the job. I mean, it doesn't get better than that to be in a packed place a couple feet from national artists and you're getting paid to do it.
I was asking Andrew, what are some of the big show ideas coming to Summerfest this year?
Well, we're starting off really big because they got Garth Brooks 2 days before Summerfest.
Oh, wow.
So those are sold out. And then I think the next show the next day is Megan Maroney. So it's just rolling into a big lot of big shows in the amphitheater. And then the ground stages are always depends on whatever music genre you're in. You can kind of find something that fits in.
Charlie Woods.
Oh, yeah.
The Roots.
Yes. Now you're talking what I'm
Hey, that's what I'm hey, look, I already didn't highlight it. Okay, I got it. If I could get to these two, I'm straight.
Oh, yes.
You know, because Summerfest has so much going on. Anything different going on with Summerfest this year that, you know, the community needs to know about, or just come out, have a great time as usual?
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised at a lot of the things you're going to see on the grounds, a lot of the acts. As always, we're going to try to put on the best show we can, and then we just need the best people to help us do it.
So once again, this Saturday,
the 18th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we're having a job fair at the Summerfest grounds, 114 North Jackson Street, which is just outside of our South Gate. Just walk in, and we'll find a place for you.
And give us information online where they can go to find out more information.
So, yeah, go to our website, jobs.summerfest.com.
Jobs.summerfest.com. Anything else you want to say before we run the break?
No, you started off.
Truth Nation.
It's a job takeover. So
the job takeover down.
Yeah, Summerfest.
On the Summerfest grounds. Get them kids ready. Tell them we're going to get up in the morning. We're going to head over to the Summerfest grounds.
Drop them off. Go get you some lunch. Come back and get them. We'll have them employed.
Hey, look, it's just like that. Thank you, Derek, for coming through as usual. I appreciate you for coming through, providing opportunities, not only for the young people, adults as well now.
We want everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. If
everybody is welcome.
Yes, everybody.
But the kids are more than welcome.
Yes, definitely want to take care of the kids.
The teens.
Want the teens, but everybody. We have positions for everybody.
Hey, look, if y'all got somebody right now that don't know what they want to do for the summer, check out what's going down at Summerfest. It sounded powerful, Derek.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. God bless you. Thank you for coming through.
Appreciate it.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's that time again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to clean up the city of Milwaukee. Be part of making a difference in our community. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, Saturday, April 18th, 8 to noon. Sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, Waste Management, and presented by the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District, your clean water partner, serving Greater Milwaukee for 100 years.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
At UW Credit Union, we have best-in-class technology and peopleology. Like if you lose your card, you can stop by in-branch for a same-day replacement, or you can have a new one instantly issued to the app. So whether you prefer interacting with our snappy online interface or our in-person regular faces, UW Credit Union is always here for every you. And whichever you choose, it's the best of both worlds. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are you planning a special event? Do you need a personal chef? Either way, make it tasteful. I'm Alicia the Chef, owner of Tasteful Events Catering, and we create customized food experiences for any occasion. We bring quality, flavor, and professionalism to every table. Whether it's a special event or everyday meal solutions, we focus on delivering more than just food. We create experiences. Book today or learn more online at www.tastefuleventscatering.com.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Superpowers in the building, yeah. Big heart, big voice. Whole city in the ceiling, yeah. Walk in, capes turn the cameras. He don't need a mask, just manners. Show up when the block need answers. Turn pain into cheers, that's magic, that's standing. Turn who gon' help, so we got hope, Turn I can't talk, to I won't show. From the courthouse steps to the front row pew. If you speak truth first, he gon' stand by you, yeah. He got superpowers, call him Tory Lowe. Everyday hero, everywhere he go. Turn that pressure into solid gold. If you feel alone, he gon' let you know. You ain't alone. He got superpowers. He got superpowers. Watch that favor flow. Yeah. He got who gon' help.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, we trying to bring these guests in. Sometimes they get confused on if they got to come through the side door, and they got to come through the upstairs. And you can't even come through the side no more. I guess it's like we try to work it out, but sometimes they still get a little. You got to go upstairs to the second floor. So
breaking the law.
Yeah, you know, we try to get them directed in the right space, but you got to have a pass now. Guess since a lot of people. Something happened a couple times, and now we got to make sure that we got a new system now, so.
You got too many super fans.
Yeah, we got too many super fans, too many people doing certain things, so everybody kind of got to go to the top floor, and then they got to bring them down. Yeah, so that's the way. We got another guest. We got Lance Pitts coming in today. But 414 Day, Andrew, it's 414 Day, and I saw somebody said that it was something going on 414 Day beer brats. Who's doing beer brats? Brats. You know, it's Wisconsin, so Charlie Murphy's always cooking Johnsonville brats. But what y'all doing for 414 Day? If y'all out there listening, it's an amazing idea. Pride in the city. It's another day to make sure that we are doing our due diligence to celebrate our city of Milwaukee. But I'm going to tell you this. I need some food. I need somebody that's doing something with the food for 414 Day. Who do we got? What do we got, Truth Nation? 833-212-1017. I need to know where the food at, Andrew.
I know. They had pretzels earlier today that we didn't grab.
Well, I'm talking about, but this evening for dinner, 5 o'clock. Is there any specials going on for 414 Day? If you know somebody, maybe if you look at on social media and you see somebody got a good dinner special, let me know. I'll read it out over the air. 414 Day, you get the free advertisement. Also, me and Andrew going bowling this evening for 414 Day. This is a 414 Day special. Over there by the Deer District, we're going to be outside this evening at 7 o'clock. What if they want to stop through? If some people that called in and said that they wanted to stop through, Andrew, where can they sign up for this?
The New Fashion. Go online.
The New Fashion.
Yeah, you can sign up. It's called something like Hyper Bowling, right?
Hyper Bowling. That's what they're calling it.
Yup, and it's $4.14.
$4.14. Motor Elephant says, "Where's my invite?" No, we just found that out today, before we came in on the show.
This is the invite right here.
Yeah, this is the invite right here. But you gotta reserve. I think you gotta go and make reservations.
Yeah, they just want to have a head count.
Yeah, just a head count. So I made my reservations. Andrew actually went and made the reservations. But we was trying to figure out what do people do on 414 Day besides, I'm not standing outside City Hall. I'm sorry. I'm not. The only time I get to stand outside City Hall is if I'm protesting.
Yeah, I think they'd be nervous if Tori Lowe.
Right, if I was standing outside City Hall, a lot of people get nervous. So I didn't stand outside City Hall today, but salute to everybody that did the 414 rollout outside of City Hall. And there's things going on during the day. I read some of the things. They saying that the Milwaukee County Zoo got $4.14 admission for Milwaukee County residents right now. So if you want to go to the Milwaukee County Zoo, admission is $4.14.
So this is my first 414 day, Tori.
Right.
And I can tell you, the people of Milwaukee, they enjoy their drink. I've looked everywhere, high and low, trying to find dinner specials for us. Mm-hmm. Ton of cheap beer.
Well, it's a ton of drink specials going on. But they do this in Milwaukee. It's Wisconsin. Every day at happy hour, they have the drink specials. I'm trying to see who's doing the deal with the food. We see Smoke Shack. They said $4.14 for jalapeno cheddar brat. And then $4.14 for Milwaukee beers. $4.14. Hit me up in the chat. This is Blake. I'm doing beer brats. Okay, Blake is doing the beer brats, the beer and the brats. That's what he said. He was saying that. And says LMAO, laughing out loud, City Hall. I'll say this. We got to figure this out because if we go bowling and it ain't nothing to eat, that's going to be terrible. That's going to be terrible. You telling me ain't nobody got a meal for $4.14 besides Wendy's? Besides the 4 for $4, I'm just saying. Come on now. Maybe we got to go to the Smoke Shack or something to get the brat. But I don't like hot stuff. They need to take the jalapenos out. I don't do the hot. I don't do spicy.
Why do you do spicy?
I just don't do spicy. Me and spicy ain't good friends.
That's my best friend.
I don't like spicy foods like that.
I love good spice.
I think my granddaddy tried to force me to eat a lot of hot sauce when I was a kid because he was from Mississippi, and I think it turned me off.
Maybe that's what it is, a little southern thing.
Yeah, I mean, I was traumatized. He was trying to burn my tongue when I was a kid. I said, hey, wait a minute.
I got bullied into being spicy.
Yeah, I was getting bullied into being spicy, but I think I had. That's when I knew that I was going against the grain because I started protesting, protesting against the hot sauce, and I don't eat hot sauce to this day.
I'm a bot. I took the hot sauce.
Oh, you got botted out.
I got botted out.
Well, look, when we come back, we're gonna run a break. We got Lance Pitts in the studio. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tori Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Walk in for a suit, walk out with two. It's buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Suits, blazers, hats, jeans, and more. Everything you need from a hands-on team that styles you from head to toe. Find a suit, add shoes for half the price. Land the perfect two-piece set, now add a vest for 50% less. Prom, weddings, galas, whatever's on your calendar, now's the time to stop in to Nick Avani's. Second floor at Mayfair Mall across from AMC. Buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
Did you know that for 80 years, Paralyzed Veterans of America has been a lifeline for our nation's veterans with spinal cord injuries and diseases like MS and ALS, and all people with disabilities? In just the last 12 months, PVA has funded research of the first non-addictive pain medication in over a decade, partnered with an award-winning sports anchor to fight for accessible medical care for women veterans, ensured all women with disabilities feel seen and empowered with help from a top cosmetic company. And that doesn't even include what PVA have done over the last 80 years, like secured the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act, pioneered wheelchair basketball, helped design iconic landmarks, made the DC Metro a model transit system, and wrote and distributed resources in over 60 countries in 4 languages. None of this would be possible without your help. Every breakthrough, every battle won, and every life impacted is driven by you. Visit PVA.org to learn more.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
This True Sports Update is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Brewers return from a day off, starting a 3-game series tonight against the Toronto Blue Jays. The crew look to snap a 5-game losing streak, but injuries continue to pile up. Manager Pat Murphy this morning on 620 discussing All-Star Christian Yelich's injury.
Got an adductor strain, which is kind of at the attachment point above the hamstring. That's gonna put him on the IL. And we're going to make sure that that doesn't become chronic, and we get after it, though. We expect him to be out for a while.
Milwaukee's ace, Jacob Mizorowski, starts tonight for Milwaukee. A 6:40 first pitch at American Family Field. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. And the NBA playoffs begin tonight with the play-in games. The Miami Heat take on the Charlotte Hornets in the 9 versus 10 place game. And later, the Portland Trailblazers take on the Phoenix Suns to fight for 7th and 8th place in the West. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Heard that side. Oh, he don't back down. Nah, heard him whisper in the hallway. They don't come round our way. Then I seen Tory on that crosswalk, clipboard, bullhorn, all faith. North side, south side, same fight. He be in the crowd, not the stage light. Picking up names from the gravestones, turning lost sons into brave ones.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Look, we got guests. We got Lance Pitts in studio, and we're talking about this event that's coming up for the high school senior basketball players that didn't get quite recruited.
Absolutely.
They didn't get quite recruited. They got talent, good grades, but this is a chance for them to be in front of scouts.
Absolutely.
From all over.
Yep, from college coaches, assistant coaches, a lot of relationships that I have already. I was able to reach out maybe last month, beginning of March, to say, hey, here's the need. And these are just coaches I deal with on the regular, too. So it's not favors like, hey, some of these kids need the opportunity to have the ability to play at the collegiate level that can play.
Right.
And how do we help them with that? So we've been working on it.
And you've been working with BMO Harris.
Yes, my good friend Cassandra Laster.
We got Cassandra Laster on the lines, calling in.
Absolutely.
On the lines.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Cassandra?
I'm great, Tori. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on your podcast today.
No, it's not a podcast. This is live on the air.
It's live.
This is live on the air. You're on the live on the
everybody.
radio station, yeah.
It's a little different.
It may go to a podcast after I get off the show, but you on live over the airwaves right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing? Hey, now, BMO is involved in what Lance Pitts is doing. Why is it important for BMO Harris to be involved in what's going on with this event, with the senior basketball players getting an opportunity to be scouted? Many times, a lot of these students fall in the cracks.
Yes.
Well, BMO has taken a stance in the community to make sure that we call growing the good. That means that we're reaching out to all walks of life to make sure that financial literacy is taught, because that is a very important life skill that everyone needs. And when we met up with Lance and collaborated with him, it was important for him, as he's going forth with these children, that, hey, we want to make sure that these children are set up once they graduate from high school, go on to college, because they are going to need accounts. But BMO is not just looking to open accounts. We want to teach everyone what is financial literacy, teaching them how to manage accounts, teaching them how to budget their income and things of that nature.
Hey, look, I'm all for financial literacy, because a lot of times these athletes get out there and people take advantage of them.
Yes.
And especially with these NIL deals going on, they may need them bank accounts, and the checking accounts, because that's happening. I think that now they're starting to allow that to happen in the state of Wisconsin as well.
Yeah, for high school students. I'm looking a little bit more into it, but there's several states that high school students can receive NIL, which is name, image, and likeness.
Right.
Funds for marketing, things of that nature. I haven't looked at the amounts, but on the collegiate level, I mean, depending on how great your son or daughter is, like I know a couple guys that the guy that plays for Tennessee, I think his is like about $3 million.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
up to $3 million.
Yeah, he's getting $3 million this season.
Oh wow! Just off NIL.
Just off NIL. Yeah.
So they definitely need to have these financial literacy courses.
Definitely, and
more now than ever.
Yeah, especially think about it, Tori, from a household standpoint. You have a son or daughter that's gifted in a sport and get to go to college, and they're saying, hey, we're going to give him or her $250,000, $300,000 per year. Think about how that affects the family now, right? Mom, dad, you don't have to work, and it's only going to go up more if they do well the following year, right? So somebody has to be in place to...
Do they have to pay taxes on this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so they need to definitely learn how to. You don't want to end up like Wesley Snipes. I guess you don't want to make all this money, then you get a tax season. Next thing you know, you owe $100,000.
Definitely.
This is where financial literacy comes in, and salute to BMO Harris and you, Lance Pitts, for putting this together for the youth. Cassandra, what do you want to tell the community when it comes to being there and putting these ideas out there so the youth can have as a tool as they grow older into the real world?
Yes, we want to let them know that it's important to have a banking relationship. We have a society now where you have all these different apps on your phone. And then once you dive into it, we have a lot of apps, and they're actually giving money away to these companies. We want to teach them, keep your own money. You shouldn't have to pay all of these fees just to access your own money. And not only that, we want to teach them about the value of having credit. Making sure that you're budgeting, making sure you're keeping up with your credit score and things of that nature, because unfortunately, we have tons of money going out and nobody knows exactly what they need to do with it. And you won't know until somebody teaches you what to do with it. And BMO offers more than just deposit accounts. We have layers of departments where people can come in. If you have a $3 million client, we have departments that can help them with that, help them budget their money, help them invest their money, so that they can help create generational wealth, help take care of their households. So it's very layered in financial literacy. It goes way beyond depositing money into an account. What are your goals? What are your financial goals? What do you want to do going forward? So it all starts with having a relationship with our bank, and we hold your hand and we are taking you. We don't just open up an account, but we are actually going to walk that walk with you until you are comfortable in walking it along in your financial literacy success.
Now, once they take the class, is there a number that they'll always have to be able to check in and make sure, just in case something happens, that there's some forward thinking? And many times you don't get that. Sometimes you get that one session and it doesn't continue.
Right. They can always reach out to our bank. BMO actually offers credit courses and financial literacy courses on our website. So if they can reach out to us, we can guide them to where they can go and do follow-up and get more follow-up information on this.
That's what's up. Yeah. Look, I appreciate what y'all doing right now, because right now we have a lot of talk about the teens. Mm-hmm. But many times, where is the resource? Where is the people that's trying to help? Where are the parents that are going to make sure that they do their part and guide these teens in a space where they can get some of the resources as well? Because it's not just the teens. We can't forget that the parents got to be involved in this too.
100%.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. And that's what we're hoping for as well. You know, this information, the resources that we have is for everyone. Mm-hmm. So if we can get the parents involved, that'll just be even greater, you know. So it's not just for the teens, you know. It's important for the teens to have it, but we can do it for the adults as well.
And
that sounded powerful, Lance.
Yep, and that's the cool thing that we this collaboration came together, because, like we said, to remember we talked last week, and thank you for having me on last week as well too, where you know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So I think it's important that when we have this event Friday, parents get the chance to hear the information as well too. And you said something earlier about the teens. Shout out to the ones that the big earn for learn work thing, right? Well,
earn and learn.
Earn and learn. Yep. They can set up direct deposit with stuff like that. You know, at an early age, rather than waiting until they get our age and everything. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, because I used to be in the office and I see people come and pick up a physical check all the time, and I'm like, wow, just imagine if they come to our event, now they work, now they have a direct deposit, they have a checking account, savings account, now they know how to balance. Everything is a little easier for them financially moving forward. So
Now the focus is on all teens, and the seniors get an opportunity to have scouts evaluate them from universities across the United States.
Absolutely. So just the top of my head that I know all these guys personally, they're going to get at me for messing up their names. Coach Bankhead's coming from Iowa Central University. Coach Delio's coming from Highland University in Chicago. Coach Posey's coming from East West University. Coach Kev is from Southern University, New Orleans. And I think I have two more coaches from the nearby area.
That's what's up.
So
opportunities.
Yeah. And like I said, we're excited.
That's all you want is a chance, though.
Yeah.
Especially when you didn't have no chance. Nobody scouted these kids. I'm wondering why it took this long for this to happen in the city of Milwaukee.
We had a great conversation during break. I think what happens is, and this is me on my soapbox a little bit, Milwaukee, we are the only metropolitan city in Wisconsin, right? I think that's comes with both advantages and disadvantages. Not too many opportunities outside the city we have to take advantage of. I think we're about an hour, 30 minutes away from the third biggest metropolitan city, which is Illinois, right? So I think it's just us cultivating, building relationships outside and being able to pull them back here, right? So just look at the great work you've done from the standpoint of, let's just take a snapshot for you, Tori. 15 years.
Right.
Last 15 years snapshot. Look how much work you've done outside of Milwaukee.
Right.
right? And I think that's the case. We have to get outside of our city. This is always going to be home for us, right? But we have to be able to move, navigate, build relationships, and cultivate relationships to bring them back here.
I agree.
So I just use it, for example, like all the amazing stuff you've done, just a 15-year snapshot.
That's a lot. Sometimes I'd have forgotten.
See?
But you know what? It was all for the greater good of what the culture is here, right here in this city. Mm-hmm. And many times we got to show that Milwaukee can stand on those stages too.
Absolutely.
Just like everybody else. We can be in the midst of bringing solutions as well. And many times we got to show that instead of talking about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I want to give you your flowers, and it's going to help transition from myself and Miss Cassandra on.
Well, we got to run the break. We got to run the break. But I want to give Cassandra something that you would love for the people to understand when it comes to checking and banking, especially when it comes to the Black community.
Yes.
It's all yours, Cassandra.
Oh, I'm sorry. So like I said, in our community, we have a lot of the electronic apps, and I'm not going to name what those are. But the importance of coming in, because sometimes we are afraid of banks. Because some of us, when we look at a bank, we automatically think that we got to have all of this money just in order to walk into a bank. That is not true. Again, we are accepting anyone who comes in that has an interest in opening up an account. We don't turn you away based on what society thinks that you should look like, how much money society thinks that you should have. We are a community bank, and we're located on King Drive, so we do a lot in our community. So when you're coming in and you want to learn about something, don't be afraid. Just come on in. We're here to help. That's what we're here for. We're here to help. You don't have to be afraid. No question is a dumb question. We have adults that may not have ever had an account, and they're coming in. It's never too late to open up a bank account. Never too late. There are no age limits on opening up an account. None at all. We even have custodian accounts where parents can come in and start opening up an account for their children. So for everyone in our community, outside of our community, BMO Bank is here to grow the good. Growing and teaching in our community is very important to us. If we're going to serve our community, that is one way that we're serving in the community is by teaching about financial literacy. And that's number one on our agenda.
Hey, look, when we come back, where is the game? How can people get involved? How can they get more information on the great things that's going on with what you got going on, Lance Pitts? Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Got it.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
I won tickets last week on your show to see The Wiz. I just wanted to call and say thank you and say I appreciate you. I appreciate the show. I appreciate the station. That was a core memory that was made last night. The Wiz was an amazing performance.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
The baked potato just became the main event. At Loaded Spud, we take comfort food and turn it into something bold. Fresh baked potatoes piled high with creative toppings like buffalo chicken, steak and cheese, and classic loaded favorites, all made fresh and built to satisfy. Big flavor, generous portions, no shortcuts. It's fast, affordable, and proudly local. Loaded Spud, Milwaukee's most unexpected comfort food. Stop in today at 789 North Water Street or visit online at www.letsgetloaded.online.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
After a crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the knowledge and experience to make sure you're protected. And we're here to help whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
1-4. Say your name. Tory Lowe. Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got Lance Pitts in the studio. We have a senior game coming up for the seniors that didn't get recruited in basketball, but the scouts will be here.
Absolutely.
And we got Cassandra from BMO Harris on the lines that they're going to do financial literacy. They're going to have scouts. They're asking the parents to get their teens involved in this, especially if you got teens right now. This scouting event is for the seniors, but you're looking at all teams.
Absolutely. It's a great opportunity to get exposure, right? There's no year to get to exposure too early. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. You don't want to make a mistake that a lot of us have made in the past where our senior year we started thinking about college.
Right.
It's a little bit. It's not saying it can't be done. It's a little bit too late by then. But we want to be able to say, hey, as much exposure as possible. As far as the event, Friday night, everything kicks off. We have the coaches coming in, so it's going to be a coaches, parents, players meet and greet. You can learn more about the coaches, get a chance to do some drills. Then we got the financial literacy piece. Then Saturday, all the magic happens Saturday. We have a DJ Tory. We have prizes. We have food Saturday.
Is there a website that people can come to the game?
Yes.
Can the public come to the game?
This is open to the public.
Okay, so where's the game?
Everything takes
How
place.
do they get there?
Yep, everything takes place at Mount Mary University.
Okay.
Mount Mary University.
Salute to Mount.
Yeah, they've doing a great job of helping us.
Mount Mary University.
So Friday night, everything takes place at Mount Mary. Same thing Saturday.
At what time?
From 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We're going to have nothing but fun.
So from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Yep. We got
at Mount Mary.
Mm-hmm.
It's open to the public.
Open to the public. Small admissions.
Can teens still register?
We prefer you to register Friday night because we have all the jerseys every day, so it makes it easier. So Friday night, we still got uniforms. I just got a call from, believe it or not, my son texted me and said, hey, Dad, he goes to Mesmer. The coach want to sign a couple kids up. I was like, appreciate you doing the work, son. I appreciate it. So it's going to be good. Then also, we got the $100 half-court shot. We're going to do that as well,
$100 half-court shot?
Yeah, we're going to have a little fun with that one. You know, maybe
how do they register for that? Is that once you come in?
Once you come in,
you get the raffle ticket.
Get a raffle ticket.
Okay.
Yep. You know me, if you like your odds, you play the probability game, you buy additional raffle ticket for a couple dollars. And we're going to have some fun. Somebody's going to hit the shot. If not, then Maybe I'll take it then, Tori, and we'll donate it to one of your listeners. We'll donate it to one of your listeners.
That's what's up. I might have to come and take the shot.
There you go.
But that'd be cheating. I can't take the shot. I'm a radio show host. I can't take the shot.
Well, I think we should make you do that. I think we should. I know you got the cleanup Saturday
Right, I got the cleanup.
I'm coming in the morning.
We grinded through the cleanup, but I might swing over there after the cleanup.
I'm gonna come to the cleanup Saturday morning, and what I'm gonna do is probably go on my Facebook Live, put a little pressure on you, say, hey, after this cleanup, Tori needs to come to the game for the $100 half court shot. He needs to have to do that. Yeah,
What do
Andrew
you
too.
think?
You too, Andrew.
Here we go.
So
don't have me on there looking bad now. We got Cassandra on the line from BMO Harris. I got a question for her. For those that are just tuning in, BMO Harris is involved in this event with the young people, with the scouts coming for the seniors at Mount Mary. Mm-hmm. Now, Friday will be focused on financial literacy.
Correct.
The Friday program.
Correct.
How is that program going to be ran, and how can people continue to be involved in what you're doing as well, Cassandra?
So Friday, I believe, Lance, we stated like 6 o'clock, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So Friday at 6, BMO, we're going to have a table there set up, and we're going to have information, able to give out to the public. However, for the children, we want them seated, and the children and the parents, whomever, we want them seated, and we're going to go over, and we're going to, it's not going to be much detail, but it's going to be detailed enough where someone is going to leave there smarter than when they came regarding financial literacy. So what we're going to be focusing on is banking, and we're going to be focusing on deposit accounts, we're going to be mainly talking about checking and savings accounts, what they're used for, why it's important to have an account, what you can use your account for, your everyday budgeting. So that's what the financial literacy piece on Friday is going to be centered around.
And we got Josh in the chat. He's saying he's asking a couple questions. He says, "What about the education piece? What is the plan for the kids if they not good enough to go pro after college? What are they teaching if their sports career don't work out?"
That's a great question for Josh. Outside of running my nonprofit, I'm the owner of Champion Sports Agency. I've been a FIBA certified agent for about 8 years straight. So a lot of guys that I represent that aren't good enough to go play professional basketball in the NBA, they play overseas. I got a lot of guys that play in leagues in Canada, Mexico, Dominican Republic, El Salvador. So there's different avenues for guys to still chase their career and still have the journey of basketball.
That's what's up.
So that's something.
Because you can get involved in coaching. You can get involved in leagues. There's a lot of leagues going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
I mean,
you can always stay close to the game.
Yeah, a lot of guys are staying just close to the game. Like, believe it or not, I'll give you a funny story for your listeners, Tori, and everybody. During COVID, I had a player that I represent. He's retired now, James. He played 4 years in a row. COVID hit, and, everybody's back home. James been out of school for about 4 years straight. He got a job just because there's nothing to do. Had to wear khakis, everything. And he called me. He's like, "Lance, is this what you guys do every day?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I got to come here every day at 8 o'clock. I said, "Yeah, that's part of working." So being an athlete, he didn't understand. Like,
right, the transition.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I got to come here every day from like 8 to 5. He's like, "Yeah, you get an hour lunch break, don't you?" He's like, "Yeah." So it was a culture shock for him.
Right.
So trust me, once the country opened, the world opened back up, he left right away to go play ball in Spain. So, but yeah, that was just funny. A lot of guys, they're so tapped into basketball where that becomes their transition to employment, coaching, GM, everything of that nature. So,
well, look, this sounds like a great event. Mm-hmm. Get involved, yes. Truth Nation. We got another call to action. Look, we had the jobs at Summerfest. We had the brother in here for the Summerfest jobs. Now we got something for the teens' financial literacy and the athletes, the senior athletes that may not have got recruited, but they got an opportunity to perform in front of scouts this Friday and Saturday. Once again, give the information for those that want to get involved.
So if you need to register, feel free to contact MPBA Community Cares, my nonprofit. You can reach me directly at 414-807-2740. Again, it's all on social media. Feel free to, if you need to, text Tori. He can pass the information as well, too. And last but not least, I got some for you, Tori. You've been doing an awesome job. During the game, we will recognize, I believe it's 10 Community Spotlight people. So instead of waiting, I want to give you your flowers now. Almost half of me and Miss Cassandra.
Oh, wow.
This is our Community Spotlight Award for you and all the hard work that you guys do. And
that's powerful.
Continue it up, man. So
wow. Thank you.
Go,
wow. Look at this, Truth Nation.
There you go.
If you watch this, we broadcast live.
Yeah.
Cassandra, you have any words? I mean, I can't speak right now.
So that's must.
Thank you.
No, again, just thank you for allowing me to get the word out about the great things that BMO Bank is doing. Also, do you mind if I give out my branch's phone number?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so if any of your listeners have any questions or have questions about deposit accounts or any type of banking, you can reach out to me. My name is Cassandra Laster. I am a senior retail relationship banker at the BMO Bank on King Drive. We're located at 2745 North Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. Our phone number is 414-562-7272. And you can also ask for me, or you may ask for my branch manager, who's also going to be there with me, and her name is Nicole Watts.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I'm gonna definitely stay tuned in to everything y'all trying to do for the community as well. I thank you. I appreciate
it,
the Spotlight Award. Thank you so much, MPBA Community Cares. Thank you, Cassandra, Lance Pitts. Everything that y'all trying to do to make the community better. Definitely want to be a part of whatever y'all got going on that's going to push a lot of these young people in a positive direction, and adults.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate that.
And appreciate you sharing your platform with us. My second time in a week, so I like it, man. I like it. This is fun. So thank you.
Wow. Hey, look, once again, Truth Nation, we got so many events for the youth, so many conversations going on about the youth, but today we had great conversation on the direction that we need to take the youth. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate y'all for y'all being a resource for the community. And I thank you, Cassandra. I thank you, Lance.
Always, brother.
It's always been a pleasure. Yeah. And I will talk to y'all soon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Until people come before profit. Until all energy is clean. Until the wild is truly free. Earth Justice will never rest. Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. Until justice stands for all, Earth Justice will never rest. If you share our restless spirit and want to commit to fighting for a just and equitable future for everyone, go to earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Low Show. It's 414 Day in the city. We already got on the agenda to get out here. Once we get out here off the show today, me and Andrew going to be hooking up to do a little hyper bowling. How? And what y'all doing? I want to find out what y'all doing for 414 Day. I got the shoes. Salute to Eric Shake James and Alexander, the designer. They dropped the 414 shoes with Summerfest and Visit Milwaukee. A little controversy over St. Joe's, but I'll tell you this. That's nothing. That's a lot of real things that we got to worry about. Plus, I'm happy that many times when we have these discussions, it makes it even more unique of an experience and a rarity when it comes to the tennis shoe. So, hey, look, I may not even wear mine. 20 years from now, they may bring up the shoe, and I might have a fresh pair. And well, the value might be up. They might be like, hey, I got the original one with the St. Joseph thing on there. See how much they may want to pay for it. But at the end of the day, we just brought in Jobs for Summerfest for the youth on the show today. So once again, go to jobs.summerfest.com if you want to get involved in that. Salute to Derek Harris for coming in. And we had Lance Pitts coming in for the teams when it comes to basketball, and a lot of these teams didn't have the opportunity to go on with their careers. He bringing the scouts in at Mount Mary's University on Friday and Saturday. So these are things that are going on when I talk about things for the youth. So make sure that we as adults, we spread the word, we spread the message, because sometimes we get the information a little too late. And this is why I want to be way ahead of the curve. We also got the community cleanup coming up. Salute to everybody that done signed up for the cleanup this year. Oh, hey, look, the volunteer list is looking powerful. It's looking powerful. We're gonna have everybody out. Make sure that if you can't make it out, get one garbage bag full of trash off your community. because we're going to have a good time at the cleanup this year. I'm talking about we got the 3 locations. We already got our 3 locations already. We got our food sponsors. Salute to our food sponsors, Ben and Jerry, Cousin Subs, Pop's Barbecue. And at the last location, after we do the cleanup, we always gather to have lunch. So it's going to be a powerful time. So make sure you register so we can have a proper head count of those that are registered, because that's how we know how much food we got to have. So what you say, Andrew?
There's 186 registers so far.
Okay, 186 already registered. I know some people try to come in at the last minute, but I'm going to tell you this. There's always people that just pop in and they just want to help at different locations. So that's even powerful when it comes to what we're trying to do with the community. Salute to Evolve Church for getting involved this year. Salute to Pitts Mortuary for getting involved this year. Salute to Martin Luther King Elementary School for getting involved in this year. And MMSD, our presenting sponsor, they'll have the mobile unit out there for your hazardous material. That's going to be going on from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you got hazardous material, bring it out. Get rid of it. We trying to do a deep cleaning this year. We trying to do the deep cleaning this year. So let's get into frequency, because there's going to be so much stuff that we got to do this year. Our first call to action is to clean up. Our first call to action is to help clean up our communities. Let's get the neighbors involved. Like, don't you go out there just by yourself. Hey, ask the neighbors. Hey, let's clean the block. Let's clean our neighborhoods. Let's get some of that trash off the earth. Last year, we got 10,000 gallons of trash off the earth in our community. 10,000 gallons of trash off the earth. Salute to Waste Management. They come out. Waste Management always does a great job of assisting. Get a part of the energy. Don't be a part of sitting there wondering who finna do what. And I'm going to tell you this is just the first thing that we're going to do. We got so many different things that we're going to be calling people to do in 2026. So don't be on the late train. Make a commitment this year to be a part of these call to actions, because trust me, it's going to be a lot of things that we could do. And I always tell people, get a pencil and paper, and every time we do a call to action, write it down. And at the end of the year, you're going to see what you were able to do with people who are on the front lines, and you're going to be able to say you was about that action in 2026. You know, sometimes y'all can't say y'all about that action. Y'all just jacking, your mouth just running, you know. But now you're going to be able to say, I can be about that action. Get around the brothers and sisters on the front lines and enhance what they're doing, because it only makes you better, and it enhances what you're doing. That's it. It's simple. It's not rocket science. But I got some stuff that I want to get into. There was a shooting in the city. A lot of people have been talking about this online. Suspect dead in Milwaukee police shooting. They said that he was wanted in an alleged murder situation, a murder suspect situation. But we got a news article on this if you're watching this rebroadcast live. Let's listen.
Here's what we know. Milwaukee police say that a 31-year-old male suspect who was linked to a homicide from earlier today has been killed after firing at officers. I want you to take a look at the scene behind me. It's still very active. We're going to zoom in so you can see some of those evidence markers on the ground. Here's what we know from Milwaukee police. They say that 8 officers discharged their weapon and they are now on administrative duty. Take a listen to the gunfire captured on a home surveillance sent to us by our viewer.
A big stretch of 30-50. Hey, get in here. Come on. Get in here. Come on. Hey, get in here. Come on.
Again, Chief Norman says this is all connected to a homicide from this morning at 7th and Mitchell. At that scene, we were told that a 27-year-old was killed. Now, officers were looking for a vehicle tied to that homicide. Now, officers say that car was also involved in a shots fired incident shortly after near the 1700 block of 35th Street. Now, around 4:45 this evening, officers attempted to make a stop. Now, the suspect, they say, tried to get away. There was a car chase that ended when the vehicle crashed on South 35th Street near National. Chief Norman says multiple cars were involved in that crash. We know that a 34-year-old who was in a separate vehicle was taken to the hospital with non-fatal injuries. Several people in the area described what they heard next as a shootout.
About 40 shots.
Oh, wow.
A lot of shots, and then I heard the sirens.
The suspect exited his vehicle and fired shots toward officers, at which time several officers returned fire, subsequently striking the suspect. The suspect firearms were recovered. No one else was struck by the gunfire.
Here we go.
That 31-year-old male suspect
we gotta
was rushed to the
discuss
hospital
because they saying that this was somebody that they was looking for that was involved in a murder. And so, like I said, sometimes your consequences your actions have consequences. And in this case, to me, we still looking for the police work, the police complaints and things like that. I tried to get, I guess it ain't nobody to file a police complaint against because the suspect is gone. But like I said, here we go. We had a lot of residents that were on Facebook that were getting footage from the chase. Even Blake called in and said that he was out there and it zoomed past his house. It was a chase going on. So like I said, this is early. Y'all already know it's about to get hot. And we just got to make sure we keep our head on a swivel. It's probably going to be a lot of this action going on this summer. But like I said, what we can do as a community is make sure we're aware. And always remember, green don't always mean go. Got to look both ways. Got to make sure we getting our self-awareness up because you don't know what, somebody running from the law and being reckless and things like that. You got to make sure that we keep an extra awareness when it comes to being out and about. I know it's a nice day. I know we want to get out. It's nice outside, but we make sure you keep your head on a swivel because in the city of Milwaukee, it can go from 0 to 60 real quick. Also, I want to talk about the Milwaukee Public Schools say that they plan to add more teachers in the midst of the $46 million budget cuts. They say they're doing a lot of cuts, but they want to add more teachers. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some audio on this as well, audio and video. Let's listen.
Milwaukee Public Schools announcing it wants to add teachers to the school year next year, add more teachers ahead of the school year starts, I should say. The district rolled out a plan to add 89 new teachers, 60 of those paraprofessionals. This comes as MPS cuts more than 200 positions, most of those in the central office. District Superintendent Brenda Casellia says these hires will be based on student enrollment and classroom needs.
The positions we were adding were paraprofessionals who work with our students directly in the classroom with the classroom teacher, and the positions that we're adding are classroom teacher positions. So they'll have anywhere from 18 to 30 students in front of them, and they'll be the teacher of record.
A district hiring freeze remains in place on non-essential roles. Casellia says they are still looking to identify savings to combat the district's $46 million budget deficit.
All right, well, hopefully these paraprofessionals got some patience because we had several stories where the paraprofessional was dropping that rock elbow on the kids. The kids were scared to come to school because the paraprofessional was trying to pull them in the boiler room. I don't know. It just seems like we got to do a lot better. We talking about a position that's been having some trouble. A couple paraprofessionals hit kids in the face that was in the wheelchair. Okay, so let's make sure that we getting the right people because you got to have a lot of patience when you're working with kids with special needs. So I hope they got some kind of test, some type of psychological evaluation for these paraprofessionals because lately these paraprofessionals been just wilding out on the babies like they didn't take a job where you have to deal with kids with the IEP. Okay. Look, when we come back, we got audio and video on the arrest made in July mass shooting outside of Milwaukee nightclub when it comes to Tweezy, young Tweezy. They now are starting to reveal a lot of the details about the arrest that was made. We're going to talk about that when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's that time of year again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we'll be cleaning up the city of Milwaukee. You can also safely get rid of hazardous household items thanks to MMST. Drop off your items from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. We're talking things like all antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, and pesticides. Sign up now at ToryLoweCleanup.com. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Sub, and Waste Management. At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Brunch plans? Happy hour plans? Either way, get loaded. At Loaded Spud, we turn the classic baked potato into a full-on flavor experience. Swing through for brunch favorites like shrimp and grits and chicken and waffles, then come back after work for happy hour and our loaded bowls, paired with cold drinks and a laid-back vibe. Enjoy happy hour from 4 until 10 p.m. with special prices on loaded potato favorites and drinks. Bring your friends and get your Spud on. Big portions, big flavor, no ordinary bar food. There's always a good time to get loaded. Stop in today at 789 North Water Street or visit online at letsgetloaded.online.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this. Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the lows, to the voice of the voices. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been
101.
Angel, but he had to work for it.
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Well, we finally have an arrest from the July shooting that happened last year downtown, the mass shooting that took place outside Milwaukee nightclubs downtown. Young Tweezy was a victim among others that were shot. Another was shot and killed. We have some a news report on this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video and audio on this. Let's listen.
Photos of Antoine Hogan's, known to many as Tweezy, are still here outside of his former hookah shop near 60th and Fond du Lac. And today, people who knew Tweezy are reacting to the news that someone has been charged in connection to that deadly quintuple shooting from this past summer.
It feel good that he gonna get some justice, because what happened, because that's messed up, man. He ain't deserve to die like that.
Pre Woods knew Antoine Hogan's as Tweezy, a popular Milwaukee entrepreneur who owned this hookah shop near 60th and Fond du Lac. Tweezy was one of two people shot and killed in a quintuple shooting back in July 2025. Kevin Lewis, known to many as Bubs, was also killed. Two others were hurt.
He was a good friend of mine. He had a very big spirit. Like, he was laughter. He was make sure that you was gonna eat, that you was like, he was just a good person, you know, to the community.
Wood says there's a sense of relief knowing someone has been charged in connection to that shooting. He hopes this means Tweezy and his family will get justice.
He got 3 kids at that, so it's like they dad ain't here, so it's like, man, that's messed up.
On Monday, TMJ4 News obtained this criminal complaint, which details how prosecutors believe Justin Smith is connected to the shooting. Investigators say they used GPS data, surveillance video, and DNA evidence to link Smith to the crime. Now, 8 months after that deadly Water Street shooting, Smith is charged with 5 felonies, 2 counts of first-degree reckless homicide and 3 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, use of a dangerous weapon. Charges people who knew and loved Tweezy say are overdue.
Hey, look, I'll say this. We got somebody charged. There was multiple people involved in this, and hopefully we can get the other people involved. But like I said, we got an arrest. We thankful, justice for everybody that was affected in a negative way and their families. And it seems like we're on the road to seeing or uncovering who's truly responsible for what took place last year in July. And what we want to do is make sure that we continue to support those that have had family members that have lost their lives due to senseless violence in our communities. You know, so many families suffering and looking for justice. And this is just a good story that somebody is going down and being held accountable for their actions that caused a lot of pain to our community. Also, there's a story coming out. They're saying the 2026 Milwaukee crime data, they're saying homicides is down for the first quarter of the year. First homicides was up in one report. Now homicides is down. First it was up 8%. Now it's down 8%. I don't know. And I don't even know why they're trying to convince people that things are getting better. Because nobody believes this. Every time I look on social media where they make these posts, all I do is look at the comments. I'm talking about people from all white, black, Hispanic, everybody in there talking about this. This ain't what they seeing as far as the community. I don't even know why they even put this stuff out here. And all it does is make people believe that y'all lying. What y'all trying to make people believe is safe for when we clearly see that we got to keep our head on the swivel. But hey, to each his own. We got a report, 2026 Milwaukee crime data. If you watch this rebroadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
Outside of Sherman, Phoenix, victim advocates kicked off the city's National Crime Victim Rights Week, noting the words, "We believe you," hold immense power.
Making sure that this zip code knows that you matter and letting people understand that you can tell us and we can get you to the resources that you may need.
Samantha Collier and Team Teal 365, a survivor-led nonprofit, focuses on domestic violence and sexual assault victims.
The statistics are only reported. You're looking at one thriver that none of my abuse and violence was ever reported.
And if you see problems or conflicts escalating in your communities, let someone know. Let's stop the crime before it occurs.
Earlier in the morning, the city detailed its first quarter crime numbers. Top line overall citywide, crime is down. Non-fatal shootings, aggravated assaults, and robberies saw the largest declines over 2 years. But so far this year, while down, homicides and rape have remained steady.
The numbers are not the story. The people behind them are. Every incident impacts a mother, a father, a child, a block, and a community's sense of safety.
As the city prepares for warmer months and concerns of increased violence,
we believe you.
Advocates urge victims to come forward, breaking the cycle of normalizing crimes.
Sometimes people think they're alone and they're afraid, and we're here to let them know that they're not.
And there are programs, services, and people ready and willing to help.
I'm happy that these programs are trying to, get out here and do some things. That's the good part about what they're talking about. I don't know when they talk about the data or anything like that, but I know we need resources, and now more people seem to be apt to really do the work. So let's see what happens. I mean, a lot of times when the community is being held under a spotlight, a lot of times people try to step in, but you ain't gonna talk your way out of this. And we can't talk our way out of this. We can't it ain't enough press conference you can do to get out of this. And I don't like the motivational press conferences. Take that time and get out in the neighborhood and help somebody. Like get out here and do some work. This is why I don't do meetings. I'd rather spend my time in the streets dealing with the real issues instead of trying to convince somebody that things are getting better. We don't want to have no hope. We want action. Don't give me no hope. Don't try to sell me hope no more. Sell me hope through action. Like, if you're doing the work, I got hope because you're doing the work. I don't want to hear all of the big Martin Luther King speeches no more. I'm tired. My ears burnt out. I don't want to sit in long meetings no more, sitting at the table when it's people in the community that we could be assisting. I don't even want to do that no more. I never did it, because I was already fed up. Thank God I was a young deacon in church, and I was taught by the old bishops to go out there in the community, and I was taught that the Bible said go out there and do the work, not sit around and talk about doing the work and how you about to do the work and how God blessed you and all this. No, I'm not trying to hear all of that. I'm trying to see where the action at, where the next person that needs the resources at. Speak to me like that. Speak to me through the action. All these press conferences trash. Because why we continue to have the same press conference saying the same thing, people saying, it ain't no words you're going to say on the news that's going to stop what's happening. They should ban these people from doing press conferences. Because it's just fake. It's false. It's a false hope. Get out here, get the work done. Stop reading scripts. I never used a piece of paper to say anything. If you're doing the work, why you got? I hate when people read off paper. Some people say they read off paper because they want to get their ideas together. But let something happen to you. Let you go out there and get involved in the accident. You're not gonna read off no paper. You're gonna tell exactly what happened because you was involved in it. Some people, when they be reading off paper, it seems like they reading the script to me. And I hate when they do that, because why can't you articulate, if you're involved in it and you doing it every day, why can't you just say what's happening? Somebody said they don't even write that paper. Now ChatGPT might write the paper. But what I'm saying is that every time somebody get up there and they do these press conferences and they talking about this and that and what you trying to convince me of? What you trying to convince me of? Matter of fact, all you got to do is when the city make a post about crime dropping, look at the comments. Look at the comments on the social media post. This is the one thing that black, white, Hispanic, everybody agree on, that that may not be true, what they saying, because they looking out the window and we living in it. How you gonna convince a bunch of people that's living in the space that it's getting better? How come y'all the only ones that's saying that when the people are screaming for help? Who y'all trying to convince? Who you trying to convince that is getting better? If it was getting better, we would have told you. If it's getting better, I would have told you. Stop that. Just do the work. Everybody that's talking, they always talk about what God told them and what vision they got. It's always a new idea. What happened to the old ideas? What happened to the old ideas? What happened to the ones that was already in play? Where is it? What happened to the plan from 2 years ago? Somebody help me out. Look, we got a bot in the chat talking about Donald Trump. Anytime somebody black talk about politics, they trying to deflect what's really going on outside. Don't deflect. Get to work. Your words mean nothing. It's trash. Get to work. Get out here. Turn some situations over. Get the resources activated. We got enough resources. And let's see what we can do after that. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application. Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
If oil gets to $90 a barrel, I'll be able to pay off my house. I think war is awful. It's terrible. It doesn't resolve things. It creates long-lasting hatred and even more conflict that the American people are always going to find themselves involved in.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
But if I don't have a mortgage, you know what I mean? You take the good with the bad. Didn't Donald Trump say he was going to end the wars? You can't have America first if you're involved in all these foreign wars. And there's people that believed him when he said that. He doesn't like wars. He said it many times. Said it on the campaign trail.
Catch it live on YouTube or tune in to 1017 The Truth.
He's bombed just as much in his first year as any warmongering hawk president we've ever seen since World War II.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
when Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
Go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Sharice Clark is a trailblazer in the finance industry. She spent over 2 decades in corporate finance, capital markets, investment banking, and in private equity. Most recently, she founded Harborview, a global investment firm that focuses on entertainment, media, and sports. During a recent conversation on Bloomberg, Clark reflected on her career and noted how she's still in relatively rare company as a woman of color with a long career in finance.
At the end of the day, I've got 25 years on the street, and 45 short years ago, there probably weren't that many women who could sit and say in this room that they've had 25 years of experience in the financial markets, investing, managing billions of dollars of capital to be in a position to do that.
Since Clark founded her firm Harborview, it's acquired over 70 music catalogs and has over $1 billion in investable capital. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This True Sports Update is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Brewers return from a day off, starting a 3-game series tonight against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Crew look to snap a 5-game losing streak, but injuries continue to pile up. Manager Pat Murphy this morning on 620 discussing All-Star Christian Yelich's injury.
Got an adductor strain, which is kind of at the attachment point above the hamstring. That's gonna put him on the IL. And we're going to make sure that that doesn't become chronic, and we get after it. So we expect him to be out for a while.
Milwaukee's ace Jacob Mizorowski starts tonight for Milwaukee. A 6:40 first pitch at American Family Field. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. And the NBA playoffs begin tonight with the play-in games. The Miami Heat take on the Charlotte Hornets in the 9 versus 10 place game. And later, the Portland Trailblazers take on the Phoenix Suns to fight for 7th and 8th place in the West. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
They getting tired of you, Tory. Every time you look up, they kicking another door. See, I told you the days of being silent are over. This is the time for your cup to run over. If you don't stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. He who finds himself losing himself for my sake will find it. Yeah, yeah. And he who loses his life for my sake will find it.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Joining me as we broadcast live, we got advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. All is well. Happy Tuesday.
Hey, look, we had a lot going on. We had Summerfest. They want the teens and even the adults to come out for the jobs. They doing their jobs, their job fair. Also, we got Lance Pitts circle back to make sure that the teens know that there'll be scouts coming in to town this weekend for the young kids that want to play basketball. So we had a lot going on the show today.
Hey, that's powerful too, because again, this is the pivotal time prepping for the summers, the summer that's coming. Because again, to be proactive is how we avoid, chaos this summer. And again, that's pivotal for those that want to work. Loved ones, get your family members to sign up. Again, Summerfest is an excellent first job. My daughter, my niece, my nephew, all of them have worked for Summerfest. None of them have no complaints. It's nothing like them getting that experience, being on the fairgrounds, making money so they can buy their own school clothes for next year or whatever it is that they want to do. But not only that, rubbing elbows with other different people and at the same time, able to, make a little money, put a little money in their pocket. Again, salute to Lance, because we do know that children in our community do need individuals looking at them, scouting them when it comes to basketball, because we know that they don't get the recognition that they deserve, and they also get overlooked. And short get the short end of the stick when it comes to, athletics, when it comes to the city of Milwaukee.
That's why I said we got to improve our marketing of our young athletes, our talent here in the city. And that's a lot of teams did well in high school sports and weren't recruited here because they're not being marketed. They're not being shown the exact way to get in the space where they can be evaluated on a high level. I think that still need to be developed with our young seniors and juniors right here in the city of Milwaukee. And salute to Lance Pitts for actually stepping out there and trying to take the initiative with that.
Absolutely. Definitely salute to him. Again, that is one of the areas in our community that we do lack. It's a hard and a sad reality that we have top schools right here in the city of Milwaukee that are overlooked city Milwaukee kids, that other people have to come inside the city to get these talents, to take these individuals outside of the city, because we do know that there's a turnaround when our kids go playing away from home for the first time. That's a lot of stress and everything else. And that was one thing that I always did recognize is that a lot of our local players go somewhere else and do great things. And it's sad that we can't utilize these individuals for the big schools that we have here because they are out scouting somewhere else when they can be getting them right here at home.
So like I said, it's just time for us as community members to build that village for them to have
absolutely
better communications with a lot of these outlets. Many times, Chicago does a good job of getting their athletes into the right things and camps so they can be, evaluated. A lot of these Texas, a lot of, Florida, we have to develop that for our youth. A lot of people think that, if I'm good, somebody gonna see that. No, you got to be marketed. We got to do a better job of marketing and sales when it comes to our athletes.
Absolutely. And again, like I said, salute to Lance. These conversations really have to happen because, again, like I stated, there's no reason. The same thing we were saying about local talent. We have one of the biggest festivals on the water. Why isn't our talent being pushed on our stages? Again, we have to have the confidence and the know-how to make these things happen for our own community. If we can't empower, uplift, and promote our own, because it's a damn shame that we have to go somewhere else, make a name for ourselves, and then come back. Who want to come back and give back to a city that didn't show them love when they didn't have it? The reality of that is that now is the time for us to make sure that we're opening doors, rubbing elbows with certain individuals, again, for the local love first. Because when you get loved at home and we're able to push each other abroad, makes sense. It makes no sense that we have to go somewhere else, make a name for ourselves, and then our city expect for us to show it love when we had to go somewhere else to get love, get recognition by somebody else, for us to go to showing up and showing out. It's backwards, and we got to change that.
I agree. And I think that's going to take the village, and that's going to take us to say, okay, we got to see what we got here before we start looking outside. And many times when we start doing that, we'll find that there are amazing talents. Juno just won, the high school
won it all.
So
absolutely,
you can't tell me that there's not people out here doing amazing work with these kids. Now we have to make sure that we, as a village, magnify those talents, make sure that we start supporting these young people. And I'll tell you
absolutely.
This, we better start doing that because a lot of the world is starting to get involved with the NIL, and Wisconsin is just now starting to open up for NIL. And these are opportunities for these kids not to just have to go through college like we had to do to try to get to the pros. They can make money now while they're playing sports now with the new system that's set up. So it's to our benefit, to the best benefit of our community, to get behind a lot of these talented athletes and making sure that we are getting them marketing, making sure that they're getting in the right positions to be all that they can be, to change their families' history with generational
absolutely.
wealth.
Because they have a right to do so. And again, like I said, it's a sad but true story that the reactionariness of it, we don't find out until the NIL is they're about to change some rules in it. And then it'd be too late for our kids. The reality of it's time for us to be proactive. It's time for individuals to stand out there, say what's really going on in the city of Milwaukee. Because our kids, again, during the pandemic and everything else, got the short end of the stick. And I know I'm tired of it. So I don't know about nobody else. But again, thank you for being who you are, allowing individuals to come in like Lance, who's doing great things, and again, highlighting the fact that we had to raise money to keep certain things open like this when our tax dollars are being taken, and these programs are one of the programs that should be funded. Absolutely, anything that's positive for our kids. Again, we need to put our money where our mouth is.
Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your comments on. They saying that, they got the new crime data report out here.
Let's talk about it.
They're making their press conferences on the crime data, but I guess the people trying to figure out where they getting these numbers from. But look, when we come back, we're going to have more discussion. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tori Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime. Because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, I'm Eric Zauner, Marine Corps veteran and board member for the Center for Veterans Issues, calling on the community to tee it up for a great cause. On Monday, June 15th, CVI is hosting its 5th annual golf outing at the River Club in Mequon. This year's event is supporting CVI's permanent supportive housing program, dedicated to assisting chronically homeless or disabled veterans and their families. Grab your clubs and support our veterans today. Register to golf, sponsor, or donate at cvivet.org/events.
Are you planning a special event? Do you need a personal chef? Either way, make it tasteful. I'm Alicia the Chef, owner of Tasteful Events Catering, and we create customized food experiences for any occasion. We bring quality, flavor, and professionalism to every table. Whether it's a special event or everyday meal solutions, we focus on delivering more than just food. We create experiences. Book today or learn more online at www.tastefuleventscatering.com.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
This is the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or in the basement? Probably not. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. Take hazardous waste to MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's easy, it's safe, and it's open to Milwaukee County residents. Plus, there are 3 locations open year-round. The Tori Lowe Community Cleanup is happening April 18th with a mobile unit drop-off to help you clear out that waste and keep your neighborhood clean. For hours, locations, and a full list of what you can bring, check out MMSD.com. Let's clean up Milwaukee. Also, every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we set the bar high with strong character, high expectations, and academic excellence starting as early as age 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because they believe in every child they can achieve greatness. And the best part is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. Elizabeth Brown, they saying that the crime data is in, and they saying that the homicides is down 8% in the first quarter of the year. They saying that it's looking, I guess it's looking up. I mean,
from where?
I'm just saying.
Technically,
news they're talking about.
I mean, technically, you can only look up. You can only look up when you was as far at the bottom as we were. Okay. So I mean, they said that to say what after how many shootings every weekend? Damn near. I mean,
here we go
again. The statistics, and we already know, when it comes to data, it can be fluffed. This is the same regime that told us we were safe, and then 3 people got. Tori, it's a joke. These people are a joke. They statistics are a joke. Again, where is the solutions? If this is so true, where are the families? Where are all the people who are saying they feel safe in the city of Milwaukee?
Well, you can look at the comments. If you go to the city website when they start talking about this stuff, look at everybody in the city of Milwaukee. I'm talking about This is the one time everybody from all races
agree.
They agree that it's fluff,
that they don't feel safe. Come on.
But my thing is, why are you trying to convince people that things are on the up and up? Why don't you just go do it? Like, you ain't got to convince somebody living somewhere about their community if they walking around seeing what's going on.
Every day.
And if the average people, no matter if they on the south side, no matter if they on the north side, this is one of the most segregated states.
Absolutely.
And we all agree that this may not be true.
It ain't safe.
There's very few things that everybody agree on. And everybody raising the eyebrow when they say all this stuff is down or they start giving out these statistics. It's like they trying to convince somebody to believe something outside of what they actually seeing and feeling as they navigate their way through their neighborhood.
They're definitely selling wooden nickels, okay? Fool's gold, the illusion. But again, we seeing it every day. We living in it every day. And like you said, the state of Wisconsin is very, segregated, especially the city of Milwaukee. You can look and tell. But again, like you said, we all agreeing, on the failures of this city.
That's the one thing we kind of be like, okay, that may not be right because we
live
in
adding
these
up.
environments. Yeah. So like I said, all I got to do is go to their pages from the city, and when
absolutely,
they start doing it, you can see white people, every Hispanic. What is this like? So I was like, wow, like.
Even to the point of
you can't talk your way into results.
Not at all. That's a you got to get it done job. And when the news channels on social media go live, you get in those comments. And everybody is calling these people a joke. The gig been up. You can't tell us that the house is not on fire and we outside trying to put it out with a water hose. You can't tell us that it's not. The reality of whatever talks or, this illusion that they putting on with the dog and the pony show. Again, they giving you the statistic today. Next week they'll be on there telling us how bad it is. It's diabolical how these people play in our face, every day. But again, it's upon the people to let these fools know that they ain't leading us. Because again, when we're talking about the mayor, he's walking around with, his own security guards. Okay. The reality of that is everyday Americans, everyday Milwaukeeans, we don't have security guards, even though we paying money out the wazoo that you would think it would at least come with a street without a pothole in it. However, that's not the case. So again, they can continue to lie to themselves, but they can't lie to me. People like yourself, myself, and other individuals wouldn't exist if what they stated was true. It's not happening.
Well, on a more positive note, it is 414 Day.
That it is, and it's beautiful outside.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside.
Hey, so salute to the city. I love my city.
They say it might be a tornado, warning last night. They said it was the alarm that went off. I heard the alarm.
I heard
night.
it.
I thought it was just.
I heard it.
I thought it was a drill. But
Hey, I heard it. But again, I was. Hey, my sleep was good last night, so I heard it. But I was like, it is what it is. Whatever needs to happen. If it's going down, let's get it over with. Is what was my thought process.
Oh wow.
I mean, hey, with all the storming last night, look how beautiful it is today.
Right.
At the end of the day, King, they always pushing,
Is it a warning for this evening, Andrew? Look and see if it's a warning for this evening. I don't know, because whoever messing with the Milwaukee weather, it's something going on where they probably need to get fired. To me, they've been messing
it ain't that. It's just a reality
the whole time. Yeah,
it's just a reality that you as human beings, you can't. It's more clear now that you don't know. A lot of people just don't know what the hell they talking about, and it's like, just rolling the dice. Maybe it's gonna rain, maybe it's not. The Doppler, this and the weather that.
Watch to 10 p.m.
So I'll be watching. I mean,
I don't know, but like I said, I'm under the idea that I've been ever since I was a little kid. We had these warnings, but no tornado have ever came, so I'm not gonna be panicking like that. But
not at
it
all.
could happen. It could happen.
Again, the beautiful thing is I have a basement. I have a place that I can shelter in. We definitely got to keep our heads on the swivel, because you never know. The city of Milwaukee, tornado today, a blizzard tomorrow.
We got a better chance of the homicide rates going down than the tornado hitting it.
Hey, that part, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't trust none of the prediction. I said I wait. I gotta see it.
All right, we got a better chance of a tornado coming than the data being right.
Amen to that.
Right. So I better be careful, because I'm gonna be ready to go in the basement just in case.
Hey, again, as long as you know what to do, and again, we know what to do. At the end of the day, King, it's one of those things you can't worry about nothing. You can't change. You just deal with what it is you have and be ready to bust a move if you need to bust a move.
Keep your head on the swivel at all costs.
Absolutely.
Even with the weather.
That part.
In Milwaukee, you got to watch the weather too.
Hey, you got to learn how to pivot. All day, every day.
It is what it is. But it's supposed to be a great celebratory day. Me and Andrew we going to do hyper bowling, I guess, for 414 Day.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Salute.
They got the hyper bowling going on.
Hey, turn up. Why not? Salute. 414. I love my city. Continue to stand up, Milwaukee.
Well,
absolutely.
King, hey, look, I appreciate you for being on the front lines.
Hey,
as usual.
Salute, King.
I can only
be safe and have fun.
Is going down. Yeah, I can only pray that the crime is going down.
Prayer without work is dead. Okay.
Hey, on that note, I appreciate you as usual, and have a fun day. I guess be careful. I guess they saying it's a tornado warning.
Hey, I'm gonna take my chances.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. Salute
to
everybody.
Salute
to everybody that joined the show in the chat. Salute to everybody that joined the show out there in Radio Land. Look, it's 414 Day. Let's get out. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy our beautiful 414 Day. And salute to everybody that's out there doing the right thing, being positive, and being what's right about the community. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.